Hey everyone, this is Elocin with the Modern Day Sage, and this is the energy update, an extended one. So we are going to take a look into the energies and see exactly what messages Spirit has for us. This reading is for those who find themselves on a spiritual journey, doing inner work, and possibly have a twin flame connection. If these readings resonate with you, then most definitely subscribe to this channel. Also, look, I came up with a name. Like, I'm making this so personal because, I really do appreciate everyone who watches these videos and comment on how they are, how they resonate, and, possibly these messages being of some insight to you. Like, it means a lot to me to do this. So we family over here. Okay, so the name that I'm thinking, or that I came up with, is calling you guys the MD Sages. Okay, so like, tell me what y'all think about it. We gonna possibly shorten it up, Sages, my Sages, the MD family. So let me know what y'all think about that. Okay. All right, so let's get into these messages. Oh no, I forgot the dice. I have to get up. Oh my god, it's such a tight space. Okay, hold on. Oh man, I have dice for the angel numbers that I forgot. I thought I had everything, but I didn't. So now that I have them, let me just mention also, before we get started, check out my website. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I've been working on something for y'all. I absolutely love working, my magic. So this past new moon solar eclipse, I harnessed the energy from that specific time space and channeled it into solar eclipse obsidian pendants. And if you don't know, all of my jewelry that I make has some type of magical purpose. It's not just for wear. So, if you are interested in having some enchanted pieces or energy charged pieces, you might want to check me out on my website, www.themoderndaysage.com. Don't y'all love how I say www? Anyway, let's get into this reading, okay? So before we get started, we are going to pull from the Spiritual AF inspiration deck and get some inspiring messages here. Let's clear the slate. Okay, Spirit, thank you so much for these messages for the collective. Allow my angels, guides, ancestors, guardians come forth with messages for the collective at this time. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear vessel to channel these messages. Okay. And Ashe. I haven't even looked at them yet. Okay, yeah. So we have, stop saying yes to shit you hate. Oh. We say yes to dumbass shit because we want to be cool, to caretake others, and because we think we need a reason to say no. The people we say no to may never understand why we need to say no in order to be true to ourselves. You don't even have to know why you said yes in the past. Don't get stuck in a process spiral about it. If you're not into it, just stop saying yes and move the fuck on. Whoa. What, Spirit? Okay, so I mean, there are possibly some things that you're realizing that you need to stop doing now. And that's possibly showing up all the time and saying yes to engagements and going out, doing things that you don't necessarily want to do for your own personal reasons. And this is something that you've probably been more adamant about, or you're coming to the realization, or just possibly have noticed that you've been saying no a lot lately. Okay, so quit dimming your light for people with shitty ass mindsets. You've got that dream, huh? That thing you think you maybe could do, but maybe too big, maybe too much of a long shot. Maybe you'll look stupid trying to do it. Do it. Seriously. Think about lying on your deathbed saying, I never went for it because I was afraid Susan will talk shit about me. Susan talks shit about you anyway. Go do you, then do you bigger. Yo, this is most definitely a message that Scorpio had. Be sure to look up your personal zodiac sign for further messages if you haven't. I do the zodiac readings for the month of December. They're all up. So this is Scorpio's energy. So there may have been things that's been pulling you off track from you absolutely living out your dream, and you've been saying yes to the wrong things and people, and you're realizing now it's time to just stop that shit and just live your life and stop trying to make yourself small for other people. So you may have been holding yourself back just due to not possibly leaving people behind or making people feel uncomfortable. But so the fuck what? It say here, quit dimming your light for people with shitty ass mindsets. It's not your fault that, people don't, if you have somebody in your life that don't see themselves bigger than how they currently are, and you're finding yourself lowering your standards or slowing your process down just so everyone can stay on the same level when that's not the case. Okay, so drink water and mind your own fucking business. So some of you may have, look, it say, this was the same card from last energy read for that solar eclipse. Water is important. Make sure that you're drinking your water so everything can be transmuted and flow the way that it needs to. But also, this may be a time where you are focusing more on your business, whatever that business is. It could be your personal business. It could be an actual business. Focus on your business. Do you. Okay? Do you. Don't stop doing anything based upon what anyone is going to say about what you do. Because it is people out there, that has a very competitive spirit. And you may be doing something that they're either doing or want to do. And these could be people that you hang around, and you've known for these people to be judgmental about others, or having little things to say about possibly the way that you do certain things. But what Spirit is saying here, continue to do what you're going to do. Stop saying yes and being apart when you know that the energy is off. This is your time to really, really assess the energy about who you are, about what you have to establish in this world. and just get on with your dreams, okay? So let us pull some angel numbers. Pull an angel number for you. This creative idea I've seen off of Jalissa's messages on YouTube. I love her channel. Oh, don't do that. It landed on 5, but it's like, hold on. I gotta get up. I gotta get up. Okay, so we're gonna do that again. So changes, okay? Changes. Okay, let's see. Angel numbers. 5. Okay, look, it was supposed to be 5. 5, 4, 3. I was about to say 5, 4, 3, 1. Oh, yo! What? Okay, so you got 5, 4, 3, 1. 5431. That is your angel number. Google, pause this video. Google 5431 and look up the message for that angel number right now and see if it helps you in any type of way, okay? So we're going to go ahead and move these out the way and let's get into this reading. Okay, collective. What are the messages for the collective at this time, Spirit? Ooh. Manifestation, material harvest. Something is coming into fruition for you. Choose wisely. Make sure that you choose opportunities that are life-giving and bearing, that's going to bear fruit. And you possibly made a choice to something where you planted a seed and now you're seeing the fruits of your labor with this energy. So because of past choices, you got something growing here. You planted a seed that's growing very fruitful and yielding something for you. Let's see here. Invest your energy wisely. You see, you're all in this earth energy, okay? This is pinnacle energy. The red border is pentacles. You have the 4 of pentacles, which means holding on to something, but this is saying here it's like a firm foundation. These are that 4 corners. You got something solid here. It's a box. It's a square. Okay? Let's see. 1 more card, Spirit. 2 more cards, Spirit. You got destiny. See, this is your purpose. This is your dreams. You planted seeds. And you got rest and rejuvenate. Okay? In the center of the reading, you have suffering in silence. Okay, so you may feel like you are coming into this energy of being restless, waiting for something to come in, or feeling like you don't want to overgive to a situation, or if you're even giving enough. Like, I am seeing that this is affecting your confidence in a sense, or a sense of stability. Maybe you've had to do this by yourself, and because you're doing this by yourself, it is coming across as, you know, something that brings you mental stresses or any type of stresses. This may have been like one of those journeys that's been very tiresome. Let's see here. This is just a checkpoint, I feel. So there's some guilt here. Once again, this could very well be possibly having to, like, this is causing you some type of mental stress, because once again, we have a situation where you're expecting for everyone to grow at the same pace, or, you know, for everyone to hold hands and support each other through this process. But now you're realizing that what you give to a situation and just your mindset with this mental energy, the swords energy, you can invest so much more into yourself, you know, than anyone else could. And I see that that's where your focus is going, towards being more independent in your journey at this particular time, because you're feeling empowered, and that's where your mindset is. And possibly not everyone is feeling that way, because right here we're seeing you have that energy of overcoming something, you know, that inner strength. So you've been through a journey where it's been a struggle, but you've become healed through this journey in order to have that mindset that you need to have to manifest. So it's not your fault that you've done the work to have the mindset to manifest, and you're having to possibly leave others behind at this particular time, or, you know, let go at this time. And it could be others or situations. Okay, so impartiality. Oh, these cards. Let me flip them right. Okay, let's see. Release. So now it's time to let go of being on that fence. It's time to know that you deserve this harvest that's coming in. Like, this is energy of being on the fence, and possibly being on the fence, being unbiased to your manifestations, because you're dimming your light, and Spirit wants you to release that. Possibly the reason why a lot of your seeds that you've planted has not come to fruition is because you're still dimming your light. You're afraid to receive this this harvest that's coming in for you. You're very unbiased about whether you know you deserve it or not. And the reason why I say deserve, because in the center of the reading we have this solar plexus card, which goes about your self-worth, yourself, like what you deserve. So you're releasing that energy of, if I get it, cool. If I don't, I'm okay with that. You're changing your mindset around this. Okay, let's see. With the choose wisely, look, you have self-worth. Like I was saying, your self-deservingness, your self-worth. You're choosing what you know you're worthy of. And once again, you're letting your light shine. Another sacral chakra energy. You're passionate. You know, you're choosing your passion, what you're passionate about. You're planting seeds. You've planted seeds and continuously planting seeds because you know you deserve this. This is what you know. You know you deserve what you're planting seeds towards. And you know that it's going to be fruitful. Like, you have this knowing. You just know. So therefore, because you know, you're choosing this over suffering, of holding yourself back, because you know what you're worth, and you know the worth of what you put, the effort that you put into this in order for this seed to be to grow. So a lot of sacral chakra energy here. So there's a possibility that you're tapping more into your creative reservoirs at this time. Okay, so soulmate, perseverance, and wisdom. Okay, so with this, prosperity begins. Although I do feel as if this has a lot to do with business, this could also possibly do with having that support that we see here. Support with something growing, your harvest growing. This could be a seed planted in a connection here, where Spirit is encouraging you to continue going forward, to persevere. As I mentioned about the this is the sacral chakra energy. We're getting more rooted and secure in this energy now, instead of being all emotional about it, based upon the experiences that we've went through, the spiritual connection that we now have, the inner peace, and just holding that energy of growth and expansion. It looks like Spirit is very pleased with this. Let's clarify this soulmate energy. That's a lot. Let's clarify this soulmate energy. You could possibly be working with someone in regards to a soulmate. Working with a soulmate in regards to a possible dream here. Prayer. Your prayers are powerful at this time. But I'm also seeing some type of blockage here. Or because of your prayers being so powerful, Spirit kind of stood in the way. This is your sacral chakra energy. From going a certain path at a particular time. Impartiality. So that energy that you may have had, that impartial energy, that unbiased energy, being on the fence, it could have been in relation to someone that you deemed as your soulmate. And because, you know, there were emotional, like this person could have been emotionally damaged, or there could have been like some type of damaged emotions between you two. It's a possibility that you held yourself back from a situation. Instead of growing, you decided to, you know, be impartial with the energy and not grow like you need to grow based upon this person and it being some type of block. This person could have possibly, you could have possibly felt that this person was standing in your way from growing. This is what probably brought on the suffering as well. Knowing that you've planted seeds for something to grow as well. Okay, so we're not going to get caught up in this energy. I do feel like this is energy that we're moving out of, because we have the wheel here, which speaks of, or destiny, which is the wheel of fortune, which means, you know, things are always going around. So once you're on the upswing, you know, eventually there will be a downswing. Okay, so let's move into this firm foundation. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this in patience. In order to build Rome, it did not take a day, or it didn't take a day. Like, how does the saying go? Goodness, Rome wasn't built in a day. Boom. So with this foundation laying, as you can see, there's a wall here. There may have been, you know, impatience in building this wall and a lack of understanding as well in the process of this. Also, what I am seeing here, there are some walls up, and what's putting these walls up is you're impatient. You're impatient. So because of that level of impatience, you're building walls up that you are kind of blocking out these blessings from coming in. Okay, let's see. This is that energy of feeling like you are wasting your time. And because there has been some suffering in this manifestation from showing up the way that it needs to, you do feel like you wasted time. You've become impatient with the building process. You've been waiting for the results of it, as we can see here, but there has to be some type of foundation built first. And this is what's blocking, this is what's building up walls for this, how do I say it? For this to come through. And this may be with a spiritual union, some type of spiritual union that you have with someone, or a soulmate, your twin flame even, you know. All right, so let's see. Destiny. Discovery. So this is like, see, this is you taking this suffering into account and realizing that certain energies was needed to build momentum in order for this to manifest and build a firm foundation of what you want and what you don't want, and knowing and being secure in that with the root chakra energy, having the foundation to stand on. We see that root chakra energy here. You are discovering, you've been discovering and still continue to discover what your purpose is and why you push forward with your dreams, and just investing in you. Okay? Especially business-wise. You're discovering about this connection is just your basic needs and what makes you happy. I feel like at this time, Spirit is reflecting back to us, ourselves, so we can see our true nature and really get in touch with our heart and be grounded in our heart space. There's wisdom coming in as well. Okay, let's see here. Rest and rejuvenate. Rest and rejuvenate from confusion in order to create this firm foundation, to know that the reason why, you know, all of this energy is happening, especially the suffering, removing that confusion from your mind, to know that this was you creating this firm foundation. And a lot of times we have a belief that any bad or failures experience is contrary to what we need, but we need it all, which is the balance of everything. We need the good and the bad to have a gauge of both experiences, to know exactly what it is that we're building on and what we want. So I do see, you know, the collective taking a break from any confusion that was created in the building process. And this is going to be a time to truly, truly rejuvenate, okay? To get that deep, deep, deep rest. Okay, so let's get to some more messages for the collective. I like to pick these cards up as we go, because these readings tend to be long, and there's a lot of different decks used. Afterwards, it'd be like, oh my god, it's such a mess. Okay, so let's see. Let's pull the Heal Yourself Oracle. Let's get a Heal Yourself Oracle message. One card, please, Spirit, for the collective. Oh, beauty. So this is you seeing the beauty within yourself, really tapping into your inner beauty to create. Some of you may be dealing with Oshun at this time, or, you know, having to tap more into some type of animal totem of the peacock for a deeper level of confidence. I am seeing some Kundalini energy here. with the root chakra, the color red, and the snake. I am also seeing possibly working with some type of jewelry adornment at this time, or you possibly making jewelry. As I mentioned, I got the what? Oh my God, solar eclipse pendants that will be on TikTok. Actually, I'm gonna make a video on TikTok explaining it a little bit more, so be sure to follow me on TikTok, because you know this information is so widespread that, you know, if you're not following me or subscribe to my channel, you're gonna miss out. All right, so let's read the messages for beauty. Recognize your inner and outer beauty. You are beautiful, special, unique, and attractive. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and felt good about what you see? Did you know that your features can literally change based on how you feel about yourself and your life? Your internal experiences are etched on your face and your body. People can feel your energy when you enter a room. When a person who is not thought of as being physically good looking connects to their own inner light, wisdom, warmth, the glow that emanates from within makes them extremely appealing and attracts people and opportunities towards them. Focus on what you love about yourself and allow yourself to shine. If you are challenged by how you see yourself, this could be a perfect time for an internal and external makeover. Okay. So, in the space of saying no, you may be taking a lot more time with you doing, you know, as I mentioned, that inner work, but also working on, you know, things that would make you physically feel good in your purpose and feeling like you belong and you deserve. Okay? Some may be exercise, some may be like a new beauty regimen, new clothes, balancing the inner and the outer. Okay, let's get some messages from the mermaids. Okay, what messages do you have for the collective? Inner knowing, tapping into your inner knowing at this time. You know what's right for you. You know which direction you should be going. You know what you're supposed to be doing at this time. You know who's good for you and who's not. You know that with certain things you should be patient, you know, with being patient with yourself and having that discernment to know this inner knowing and discernment, being patient with yourself in this process. Let's see here. Waiting and healing. So, you know, there's an inner knowing that you have, and this is something that you're accepting. This could be with your twin flame, knowing that there are certain things that you have to accept, that this is a healing process. This is a foundation that's being built, you know, and just being patient with that process and using your discernment and knowing, you know, when to move forward, when to not. You know, focusing more so in your lane at this time, because there may be some type of separation, if not a separation, some type of disconnect at the moment due to this healing process. And Spirit is just saying, be patient at this time. Okay? All right, let's get into some more messages for the collective at this present time. Okay, we are going to pull from the Quantum Oracle. Get a message from the Quantum Oracle in regards to what Spirit wants us to know at this time. And with this deck, if a card falls out in reverse, I'm going to read it as such. But one thing that I will say is I'm going to allow it to fall in reverse in my direction, or, you know, upright or reverse in my direction, and then flip it for y'all. So y'all can, you know, that's how we gonna do it. All right, Spirit, what are the messages for the collective? All right, you have status quo, upright. Status quo, upright. Okay, and we're going to read that. That's a cycle. This cycle card shows a street where everything is the same. Upright, this card indicates a period of little change for you. It's advisable at this time to maintain the present energy regarding such endeavors as work, relationships, or location. There is value in allowing the momentum of your life to continue on its present path. Although the outer energy remains steady, don't lose sight of the inner work that can be percolating under the surface. The regularities of this time actually allow you to bring more balance into your thoughts and behaviors. Now is a great time to meditate, read, and socialize with people of like minds. Let yourself focus on these activities and make them a priority now. If status quo turns up at a time when you are actually going through some significant change, it tells you to engage in the personal activities that will help you maintain as much inner balance as possible. Remember, the center of your status quo is always your divine nature. So it's very interesting that when the dice fell, it fell on the number 5. And that's significant for change. That's the number of change. So, going back to that energy of you sticking to your own personal business, minding your business. For some, you can just channel this energy into a business if that has been coming up for you. Okay? Let's see. You know, going back to that energy of you having to tell people no, you could possibly be having to tell your twin flame no at this time, okay? So, or any type of connection, soulmate. So yeah, we have the energy oracle card. Okay, we're gonna pull a card from here and see what comes up for you. What messages comes up for the collective. Thank you, Spirit, so much for these messages. All right, we have patience. So, bam. Now is one of those times. Instead of being impatient, focus your energy on harnessing the energy. Okay, let's see here. Impatient. I'm going to read this message here. Peaceful presence, letting go of desperation. This card shows a beautiful angel holding a clock in the stillness of winter. Her quiet, peaceful energy is telling you that it's time to release the old urgency and to look at things with a much clearer perspective. When this card is upright, it's telling you to relax and let go of the single-minded desperation that's been driving you. Don't try to force your will on only one option. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need or to make you happy, you are blocking many other potential solutions from coming your way. Let go of the anxiety and be flexible. Be patient, open, and creative. Choose to be peaceful in the present. The universe has more options than you may be aware of. Quiet your mind, broaden your perspective, and let them come through. Very, very, very interesting there. Okay. So most definitely, this is a time where, you know, because of that fear, you could be blocking out your manifestations from coming in the way that they need to come in. And as this is saying, like, you have many options of it coming in any type of way. Like the seed that you planted for it, though, is yielding a harvest. Your manifestations are here, but, you know, you could be blocking them out. This is from the Keepers of the Light Oracle. We're going to get a message from here as well in regards to this current energy. Oh, no. Spirit. One card, Spirit. Okay. Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. So let's see what this is saying here. Master Buddha. You are moving beyond the illusions that fear has created so that you can be more focused on your priorities and what is serving you on this path. All suffering eventually comes to an end, and acknowledging how you really feel and what occurred in order for you to feel this way will help you move beyond it. Call on Master Buddha now to help you remember you are a part of something that is greater than suffering. The wheel of karma is turning in your favor, and all your acts of kindness and goodness will benefit you. Thoughts may arise now that solve issues in your life, home, relationships, or work. They are being sent to you from your inner teacher, the Buddha within. So, y'all, that's exactly what we're seeing within this reading. That wheel turning in your favor. Spirit is saying, based upon the good things that you're doing, stay focused on you and your path. You know, this is that inner realization here, that inner peace. Okay? Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. We are going to pull from the Work Your Light Oracle. We'll pull one card from the Work Your Light Oracle for more messages. Yeah, you're slipping away. Okay, Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Okay, so there may be some triggering. All right, let's see, Mirror. This could be you feeling like you're wasting time, or let's see, this is 44. Like you don't want to waste your time and wish you could have done something. You may be seeing this from others. The filter of our own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time, through our own projections. When someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often it is an unconscious thing. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life, the universe, and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and our light. Mirrors reveal the parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are currently triggering in you and what they could be mirroring back to you. When you have felt like this before, when have you felt like this before? Could they be opportunities to heal something in you, or are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? This goes for the good and the bad. The good, those who we admire and put on a pedestal. If we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those we despise, are envious of, and put down. If we do not realize that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. And we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. Okay, boom. All right, so as I had mentioned, telling people no. There may be people who are coming into your circumference at this time that could be a part of this mirroring, and you realizing that there's something within you that you could possibly do different. And you've been holding yourself back instead of playing the victim, okay? We're going to pull from the Angels of Atlantis. Angels of Atlantis. What messages do you have for us, Spirit? What angel comes up? What is the angel message? Okay, evolution, see? Sandalphon, evolution. So this is that energy of evolving and outgrowing and moving and change. Going to higher states. Okay, let's see. Sandalphon. Sandalphon wants you to know that this is a light-filled time in your life. You are evolving by leaps and bounds, so this is a time to fill your heart with gratitude. Also, remember that if manifestation is not fully apparent just yet, destiny will soon be knocking at your door, summoning you to reach new heights and new visions. Prepare by relinquishing anything of the past that stops you from emerging as the creative genius that you truly are. You will see 12 herbs emerging through the oracle, representing the universal resonance frequency. Therefore, see how 12 aspects of your own evolving nature are present at this time. Chant Om to channel the creative presence of the universe and to fully initiate the promise of future glory. Whoa. Okay, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you, angels. Thank you for these messages. This is exciting energy, y'all. All right. Let's get to these. The messenger oracle. What messages do you have, Spirit? Okay, wash away your burdens. So this could be a time for you to take a spiritual bath of some sort. You might be holding in a lot of negative energy or resentments based upon dealings with people from the past or past situations that didn't necessarily turn out in your favor, that may have created some type of resistance or, you know, some root issues where you're possibly being triggered. Like whatever that root issue is, it's time to cleanse yourself of that negative energy and sit with yourself and observe in silence to know your true power, because you're magical. So trust in the magic of this process. You're gonna see as you cleanse yourself of those negative emotions or those things that trigger you, and just observe instead of lashing out and releasing that energy. You're gonna hone in that energy and not give so much power to a situation or a person that's triggering you. You're gonna realize that it's all coming from within, and you're gonna tap into a deeper level of your power. Okay, so this is a very magical time for you, collective. Tapping more into your power, into your magic with love and kindness. And you're going to be able to overcome a lot of situations where there may be resentment towards, you know, people who may have done things in the past that may have hurt you. Okay? All right. Let us pull a self-care card. Let us pull a self-care card. What is the self-care message for this time, Spirit? Drink more water. Are y'all staying hydrated? Don't be saying I drink water, but be only drinking like 1 or 2 bottles, 3. Like, no. Are you saying hydrated? And I'm talking to myself too. I love water. I have to tell myself that. Health checkup. Okay, read and watch a movie. So there is some type of health checkup that's needed once again. This came up in the last energy reading, health checkup, tapping into sound therapy. This could be a health checkup for, as I had mentioned before, possibly something going on with your throat, or some possible mental health. Spirit is wanting you to read more, so this could be you reading more health-oriented things, taking some time to watch documentaries or watch a movie. Yeah, so just within itself, for some, you might need to go ahead and do that annual, checkup. Take some time to read, as I mentioned. Also balancing things out by watching a movie. All right. Let's see here. So I'm going to read health checkup just because this came out last week. It says, I'm healthy in mind, body, and spirit. Good health empowers us to thrive in all areas of our lives. Take a moment to tune in with yourself. Scan your body and feel what is right and what needs attention. Even if you're feeling generally well, most of us have a little fine-tuning to do, like drinking more water, eating more fruits, veggies, or simply getting more nights of restful sleep. Whether you work with a doctor who practices conventional Western medicine or a trusted natural holistic wellness professional like a nutritionist, a practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine, an herbalist, a Ayurvedic physician, or a doctor of functional medicine, consider booking an appointment to stay on top of your yearly checkups and tests. If you have an ongoing issue that perhaps you've been putting off, now is the time to address it with a professional who aligns with your needs. Okay, so also this could be you studying herbs and watching documentary on health concerns or, health. All right, let's see. And we are going to wrap this reading up with our final 2 messages coming from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle, and then wrapping it up with the Sacred Rebel. So going into the Witch's Wisdom Oracle, what messages do you have for the collective, Spirit? This one is heavy too. I said that, I say that every time because, if you could feel the energy on these cards, this one is heavy. So, Magic Circle, Protection, and Watchtower of the South, Summer. Okay? Let me see. Magic Circle of the Summer. I'm sorry. I said Magic Circle of the Summer. Alright. Magic Circle appears when caution is advised. This message comes as a warning for someone is being untrue. Don't be fooled by appearances or sly words that are formed to lure you in. Withdraw because it is too late. Protection is your greatest ally and calls you to take preventative measures to ensure safety. It is a witch's responsibility to put protection in place wherever magical work is performed. In fact, it is good practice to protect yourself every day, whether you are consciously working with spirit or not. Drawing a circle around you, whether physically with salt or chalk or in the mind's eye, is a strong form of protection. It can protect you against unwanted energies directed by other people, such as psychic attacks and negative thought forms, and from locations such as old buildings. You are not in immediate danger right now, but need to be in place of awareness to take necessary steps of prevention. So your manifestations are coming through. Continue to work hard. you know, you have to be careful at this time to protect yourself, because the evil eye is very, very, very real. As real as you make it in your mind. But a lot of times people unknowingly direct evil energy, or not evil, I'm so sorry for saying evil, but negative energy towards you because of what you're doing and how you're shining. And as I mentioned, you're going to be shining. We have this summer card saying that that's the time where, you know, you get hot. All right, let's see. Calling upon the guardians and gatekeepers of the South. The season of summer brings you love as it works in conjunction with the element of fire. By visiting Watchtower of the South, you are being assisted in awakening your Kundalini energy through lust, attraction, and desire. And that's what I mentioned. I saw some Kundalini energy. Strength and power fuels the motivating life force energy that ignites your inner flame. The South will accompany you as you walk your path with vitality and vigor. Connect with the mother aspect of the triple goddess and the father god who brings everything you worked hard for. Your work is done. Time to have fun and enjoy the abundance that summer bestows upon you. The color red represents the element of fire and should be used in accordance with the magical workings at the time of noon. Summer breathes renewed passion into your association with the card that flanks this one. An old flame turns up, romance is rekindled, new passion is breathed into a relationship. You are seeing the fruits of your labor. All right. Your hard work has paid off. Enjoy the rewards. You have attracted the energy of abundance. Draw down the sun. So look, tap in. Tap into your inner light and shine on up. I'm just saying, you got to. You got to. You got to. It's time to shine on us. Shine on us. Shine on us. All right. Anyway, let's get this final message here from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. Okay, we have the word wants to be written, and every journey starts with a single step. Okay, 42. The word wants to be written. You might have been taught that creativity is something you have to work hard to access, or that finding your life purpose is so difficult that you must search high and low for it. Yet, what you are is within you and wants to come out at every available opportunity. You don't have to struggle so much. It is more about allowing space for it to manifest and to let the energy flow. The real struggle is not in finding something. It's more about letting go of the idea that you need to reach, that you need to search for your path in the first place. You see, the process of activating your life path is a natural one. The effort is in getting out of the way, not in making something happen. As for being yourself, that is the foundation from which your true life path will reveal itself. Being yourself becomes easier when you give yourself permission to love, honor, and accept yourself in all circumstances, especially the ones where you might be more tempted to reject and judge. Give the sacred rebel within the opportunity to decide your values, irrespective of whether they meet with general social acceptance. This oracle brings you the message that what you are dreaming of or seeking to do, create, live, or manifest is actually very natural for you. That is why you want to do it. If you experience controlling and manipulative forces as you were growing up, you would have found it hard to access your natural state at that time. You would have been too busy trying to adapt and get through the trials of childhood. When you finished navigating childhood and started to let go of who you were taught to be in order to become who you really are, you may have found your life path was not easily accessible. That is simply because your true and natural self was covered by layers of shame from the early conditioning that you had to be other than you are in order to win love or be accepted. However, the natural self hasn't gone anywhere. It is still there within you. Now it is just about chipping away at the walls of shame, perhaps with a defiant, well, who the hell cares? I am here and I'm going to love myself anyway. This allows you to Risk bearing the feelings of any shame that arises as you release old emotional wounds and break away from any restraints to unconditional self-love. The sacred rebel within can empower you to love yourself no matter what, simply because you want to. You might decide to declare, I am still lovable, so put that in your pipe and smoke it. This will send an energetic message to whomever shames you in the first place, whether they meant to or not. Your message could be going to a parent, school teacher, sibling, friend, lover, or anyone else that was struggling enough with their own shame wound that they couldn't help but dump it on you. You can be free to realize that the shame is just an emotion, not a truth, and you can defy any hold it has ever had on you and your ability to love yourself. This oracle brings you the guidance that you are now powerful enough to break the cycle. It is time to stop the shame and claim yourself in love instead. What you want to write, sing, dance, or become is you. It is natural. Drop your defenses, get into the grit, and confront the power that any old shamings has had over you. It's finished now. It's time for you to be naked with yourself, acknowledge how gorgeous you are, and get on with your work. Life is urging you to do so because the work wants to happen. What you want to create wants to be created. The word wants to be written. You just need to let go of any remnants of the past that have been in your way. Step firmly over them onto your path. Okay. And our final message for this reading is every journey starts with a single step. You are on a journey. Yes, it is an internal journey, but there's also physical expression of the journey that is going to become increasingly important to the fulfillment of your destiny in this lifetime. Your journey has to start on the inside, but its destination will be the physical expression of an internal healing. This journey will draw upon what you have learned and mastered over the course of your life, so much so that you feel as though your life experiences have prepared you just for this particular adventure. You have all that you need within. This is not a time to worry about what you are going to take with you. From within your heart, you will sense what needs to come along for the ride and what is best left behind you now. You may be surprised at exactly how much can be left behind without you feeling concerned or anxious. You will be able to travel far lighter than you have ever imagined possible. To be best equipped for this journey, you will need a lightness of heart and a realization that change can be an incredible blessing, even if what you are leaving behind is something you found secure, safe, familiar, or comforting. Just as the butterfly leaves the chrysalis behind when it's time to spread its new formed wings, so too are you ready to leave behind what once was and embrace what is more appropriate for you at this time. There's an element to this journey you are embarking upon that is unknown. Perhaps it is news to you that you are even taking a journey. However, the realization that traveling along a familiar path brings no guarantees is more likely. This open, unscripted quality of your journey will help you gain the most from your experiences. You see this journey as a spiritual gift. It is an invitation from the great loving heart of the universe, calling you into something that you would not have otherwise found. You are not supposed to know all the details nor how it's going to work out before you set out. You are just meant to take one step after the other again and again so that you can receive the gifts that are headed your way. If you are considering taking a physical trip somewhere, this oracle comes as confirmation that the journey will in some way be a life-changing one, and this is good. If the journey you are considering is of a more internal variety, such as exploring a new field of consciousness, beginning a new creative work, or traveling into the void of unknown possibilities in order to start your work, then this oracle is confirmation that it is indeed a wise choice and much new life will come of it. This oracle brings you particular guidance that the apparently small steps you are taking in an area of your life important to you right now are actually far more powerful and constructive than you realize. Sometimes we are gaining ground, but the effect is not immediately obvious. This doesn't mean that nothing is happening. It simply means that the effects of your actions are cumulative, and soon they will begin to overflow in the physical world with a positive impact that may surprise you. This oracle brings you the message to keep going. If you have been doing a lot of inner work and are frustrated or concerned that you are not seeing the results translate into the physical world, keep faith. As the physical manifestation of your inner work is coming, remember that you have all the resources you need and then some. Your inner and outer journeys are blessed with positive energy, and all you need to do is keep going one step at a time. Okay, you guys. All right. So these are the messages. But before we go, we're going to pull from our ruins to get our final messages for this reading. Spirit, what are the final messages for the collective? Thank you so much for this awesome reading. Oh, the slate is blank here. This is a blank ruin. Blank ruins are unknowable. So your future is unknowable because it hasn't been written in stone yet. Boom. All right, let's see. We got this one here. I'm gonna learn these, y'all. I'm gonna learn these. I'm gonna actually get a book for these, you know, and actually learn them. Okay, so this one is like this, and this one is fertility. So something is growing here. For some, this could speak of pregnancy, or, you know, you may have fertility problems, and this is what this the health checkup is, possibly working with herbs, but right now everything is unknowable. And then we have here breakthrough. So let's just say this is a gestation, this is the void. Fill this space so whatever you're filling the space with can grow until you get this breakthrough. So you're coming to a time of just filling the space. Make sure you fill it with positive energy so that it can grow and you can have this breakthrough in your life that you are seeking. My sages. Okay, you guys, I hope this message resonates. If it does, leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you want to book a reading with me, my information is in the description box. Also, check me out on Instagram and TikTok. Follow me over there to continue with these wonderful readings, okay? All right, until next time, my sages, y'all take care.